Hold on to your seats, because what I am about to share with you will directly impact millions of Americans who depend on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and monthly retirement benefits. Imagine waking up on September 10, 2025, to see not only your Social Security check increased but also a brand new stimulus deposit worth thousands of dollars landing directly in your bank account. Yes, this is real, and the numbers are staggering. President Trump has just signed a $3,800 stimulus order that works hand in hand with a major Social Security raise. And for seniors, retirees, and those on fixed incomes, this could be life-changing. The big question now is who qualifies, how fast will it arrive, and what do you need to do to make sure you're not left out? This news has been spreading like wildfire, and it's not just another routine update. It represents one of the biggest financial relief moments we've seen in years, combining both a direct stimulus payout and a benefit increase. For many Americans living paycheck to paycheck, struggling to pay rent, afford groceries, and keep up with skyrocketing medical bills, this sudden boost feels almost like a lifeline. With inflation still squeezing budgets and everyday costs going up, the timing couldn't be more critical. That's why September 10th has suddenly become one of the most anticipated pay dates of the year, a day when financial anxiety may finally ease for millions of families. The announcement of a $3,800 stimulus check signed into order by Trump is not just about numbers, it's about restoring confidence among seniors and vulnerable citizens. Many people felt forgotten over the past few years, watching the cost of essentials rise while their benefits barely kept pace. This new order seeks to directly address that gap, ensuring that relief is not only promised but delivered quickly and in full. What makes this situation even more striking is the fact that it comes alongside an increase in Social Security benefits, which means double relief hitting at nearly the same time. For those who rely heavily on SSA, SSI, and SSDI, that combination is going to feel like a much-needed breath of fresh air, giving them financial room to breathe at last. For years, seniors and disabled individuals have been fighting for cost of living adjustments that actually match the reality of today's prices. Too often, the annual COLA raises are swallowed up instantly by increases in Medicare premiums, housing costs, and utility bills. The $3,800 stimulus, paired with a Social Security raise, means that people will see actual extra money in their pockets, not just a reshuffling of numbers. This time, the increase is real and substantial, enough to make a difference. And with the payment scheduled to drop on September 10th, it's coming sooner than many expected. There's no long waiting period, no months of back-and-forth debates. It's an executive order that has already been signed, and the countdown has officially begun. For millions of Americans, this isn't just another news headline. It's something they've been waiting for, asking about, and desperately needing. Imagine the relief of knowing that your benefits are about to go up while at the same time a direct deposit worth nearly $4,000 is being added to your account. That's not just money, it's peace of mind. It means being able to fill a prescription without worry, to cover an overdue bill, to finally put food on the table without checking prices 3 times before buying. It means dignity, stability, and the reassurance that help is finally on the way, at a time when most people were beginning to lose hope that such relief would ever arrive. The $3,800 stimulus announcement also raises important questions about eligibility. People want to know exactly who qualifies for this payment, and whether it includes all Social Security recipients, just retirees, or also those on SSI and SSDI. Based on the details being shared, the plan is structured to reach a broad range of beneficiaries. That includes seniors collecting monthly Social Security retirement checks, disabled individuals receiving SSDI, and low-income Americans covered under SSI. In short, the group of people who need relief the most are directly targeted. That's what makes this moment so powerful. It's not about trickle-down promises, but actual dollars going straight into the hands of those who need them most. What also stands out here is the urgency with which this is being implemented. We are not talking about something that might happen next year or a plan that will take months to roll out. The payments are being scheduled for September 10, 2025. That's just around the corner. And the timing couldn't be more important. With summer bills piling up, energy costs climbing, and groceries more expensive than ever, this early fall relief will hit exactly when households are feeling the pinch. For seniors and families struggling through the hottest months of the year, that $3,800 boost will arrive like an anchor of stability, giving them security just before the holiday season begins to creep in. For those wondering why the amount is set at $3,800, the explanation ties back to both economic pressures and political strategy. Inflation has taken a bigger bite out of household budgets than many officials first admitted, and seniors were among the hardest hit. At the same time, the government wanted a figure that felt significant enough to cover real costs, not just token assistance. By choosing $3,800, the administration sends a clear message: this is meant to be impactful. Combined with a Social Security raise, it sends reassurance to older Americans that they are not being left behind. This amount is large enough to cover several months of groceries, utility bills, or even part of rent or mortgage payments. It is not symbolic relief, it is tangible help. As we move closer to September 10th, you can expect banks and the Social Security Administration to start preparing for the payout. Direct deposits will be the fastest way to receive the funds, and for those who usually get paper checks, it may take a bit longer. But the commitment is that everyone eligible will see the money without unnecessary delays. People should also be cautious of scams, as major announcements like this often trigger fraudulent calls, emails, and fake websites. Remember, the government will not ask you to pay fees or provide personal details to receive your stimulus or Social Security raise. If you are already receiving benefits, your information is already on file, and the money will come to you automatically, just as your monthly payments always do. The impact of this move goes beyond dollars and cents. For many seniors, this will be the first time in years that they feel seen and valued by policymakers. It restores a measure of trust between citizens and the government, a trust that has been badly strained by years of economic hardship. It also sets a precedent. If the government can act quickly and decisively to deliver relief now, people will expect the same in the future. It raises the bar for what financial support should look like in a country where too many people live on fixed incomes that no longer cover their basic needs. Think about the ripple effect this will have across communities. Seniors will have more money to spend in local stores, which helps small businesses. Families caring for disabled relatives will feel some of the financial pressure lifted, giving them space to focus on caregiving rather than constant worry about bills. Even younger generations will benefit, because when their parents and grandparents are financially secure, it eases the burden on them as well. Relief for one group spreads across households, creating a more stable foundation for everyone. This move could also set the tone for future relief efforts. If this $3,800 stimulus proves effective in stabilizing households and boosting confidence, there may be more pressure on policymakers to consider additional rounds of support. It could mark a shift in how the government responds to inflation, retirement insecurity, and the ongoing challenges faced by low-income and disabled Americans. For now, though, the focus is clear: get the money out, raise the benefits, and deliver on promises that have been long overdue. So, circle the date, September 10th, 2025. That's the moment when seniors, retirees, and those on SSI and SSDI will not only see their benefits rise but also receive a one-time $3,800 payment ordered directly through Trump's signature. It's rare to see such a combination of relief measures hitting all at once, and for those who have been holding on tightly, this feels like the break they've been waiting for. Relief is not just on the way, it's already signed, sealed, and scheduled to be delivered straight into your hands. This is not speculation or political talk, it is official. It is happening, and it is arriving exactly when people need it most. For millions of Americans who have been worried about how to stretch their fixed incomes any further, September 10th will represent more than just money. It will be a day of relief, a day of reassurance, and for many, a day of hope that brighter times are finally ahead. The numbers speak for themselves. $3,800 in direct stimulus and a Social Security raise combined into a single powerful moment of financial support. This is one of those rare times when government action meets the urgency of the people, and the result is going to be felt in every household touched by Social Security, SSI, and SSDI.